Hi everyone, my name is Shalom Habu and you're welcome to Qlick Sports. This is our weekly news update, and without any further ado, let us jump into our stories for the week.
You are watching Qlick Sports. Click to explore the games.
In the EPL, we saw Man City grab a late winner thanks to Haaland. Who else? You understand, to see the victory against Fulham. You know, Man City went down by a man. They were given a red card early on, but they were able to, keep piling the pressure on, and they were able to grab a late victory to break sort of the hearts of Arsenal fans who were sort of expecting them not to win over the weekend. In other games, we saw Manchester United were blown out of the water by Unai Emery's Aston Villa by 3 goals to 1. Wow, what do we have to say? Well, welcome to the Premier League to Unai Emery. This is a good start for him and his boys. As for Erik ten Hag, he will be really disappointed with the performance of Manchester United yesterday. They were really poor yesterday, and yeah, they deserve to be beat yesterday. There was no one that really held their heads up high in terms of providing any good performance. Ronaldo was slow, you understand, missed chances. You know, the midfield was weak, the defense was weak, they were slow. It seems like they were tired. Who knows, maybe the European commitments and exertions are getting the most of them. Well, let's see how it goes. Let's hope that United can pick up and put a smile back on the faces of their fans. Newcastle United, well, the newest addition to the top 6, in my view. Well, they were able to grab a 4-1 victory against Southampton to further soil and put more pressure on Ralph Hasenhuttl and Southampton. Well, what can I say about Newcastle? Newcastle don't look like they're slowing down any moment from now, and with players like Miguel Almiron becoming almost looking like a different player to who he was in the last 2 seasons, scoring goals. I think he's scored 7 in 7 games right now for Newcastle. And Newcastle are unstoppable right now. Bruno Guimaraes grabbed a very beautiful goal at the end. He's proven to be the leader for the team. Very creative, very. The way he commandeers the team. So good for Newcastle. Let's hope that they can keep it up, and who knows, they might make it into the Champions League this season. Let's see how it goes. Well, Tottenham Hotspur, Antonio Conte, where do we go from here? Well, they lost 2 goals to 1 against Liverpool at home. What can we say about Tottenham again? Yet another performance where the first half was poor and then the second half was a totally different performance. But unfortunately for them, this time around, they were unable to make the most of their second half. I don't know what is going on at Tottenham. You can't. This is. It keeps happening all the time. They play very poorly in the first half and then they fight in the second half and then they grab the win. But today they met Liverpool and it was impossible for them to do that. Liverpool took advantage of Tottenham's poor performance in the first half, and we saw Mohamed Salah grab 2 goals in the first half. And well, Liverpool let's just say that it was a good win for them. We don't know whether they are back, because sometimes, this is like the 3rd time now Liverpool have had poor performances and then they grab a vital win like this, and then only for them to go lose again the next week. So let's keep watching this space and let's see how the performances keep turning out for these 2 teams. You understand? Antonio Conte will not be happy with his boys. He will definitely not be happy. And there are rumors, just little mumblings around here that he may not be happy and he may be looking for a way out. Not to take that too seriously, that may be a bit too much, but who knows? If things keep going on like this at Spurs, who knows, the man Conte, he might leave. And finally, we saw Chelsea was soundly beaten by Arsenal by 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. What can I say about the performance for Chelsea? Well, it was a very dull performance from Chelsea. There was no fight, there was no technique, there was no skill, there was basically nothing. Everything they tried, almost everything they tried, Arsenal had an answer for it. There was a period in the game where Arsenal just kept on winning the ball back from Chelsea. Anytime Chelsea had the ball, Arsenal just kept picking the ball. It was a very comfortable performance for Arsenal, and the 1-0 scoreline really flatters Chelsea. This should have been like probably 2-3 or even more. You understand? Well, for Arsenal and Mikel Arteta, well, the run keeps going, the performances keep coming in, and Arsenal are back on top in the EPL. People are trying to put it on Arsenal that they're on the title race, but personally for me, I would like to say, hey, everyone slow down. Arsenal are not in the title race. They're doing well. They're in the race for the top 4, and right now they are in the top 4. And if things keep going like this, Arsenal making the top 4. As for the title race, there's a lot that needs to go in for Arsenal to fully be able to say that yes, they're in the title race against Man City. They need more signings. They need more depth. You understand? What happens if Gabriel Jesus grabs an injury? What happens if Xhaka or Thomas Partey goes out? So there's a lot that Arsenal needs to do, and yeah, let's hope that everything goes well. You understand? They win their next game and they go to the World Cup as top of the EPL. In Spain, it was a great weekend at the top of the table. We saw Barcelona defeat Almeria by 2-0 with goals from Ousmane Dembele and Frenkie de Jong. Well, Barcelona keeping the chase on. You understand? Right now, with this win, they are sitting at the top of the table with Madrid yet to play. So this is good for Xavi and his men. You understand? Give more confidence to the team. You understand? Yeah. That's what the performance keeps coming. Then Dembele doesn't look like he's slowing down this season. Scoring goals, assisting. Frenkie de Jong thought he was a forgotten man, but he's popped up and he's scoring goals in the last few games. So yeah, Barca on the roll, and well, who knows, if they keep this up, Madrid, your title could be for the taking. We saw Atletico Madrid draw 1-1 with Espanyol. What can we say about Atletico Madrid? Yet another draw again for Atletico Madrid. Well, and Simeone will definitely not be happy, but definitely they can pick up from this. They can improve, and definitely they can get themselves back into the running for the title if they want to. You understand? Atletico Madrid have not really had the best starts to this season, and unlike them, but let's hope that they can pick themselves up and, you understand, deliver better performances next week. As things stand, Barca sit 2 points above Madrid, who are set to play tonight against Real Vallecano. If Madrid win, they go back on top. So let's see how things go. All the best to Ancelotti and his boys. In Serie A, we saw Napoli maintain their unstoppable run and position at the top of the Serie A table by beating Atalanta by 2-1. We saw goals from Nigerian forwards Ademola Lookman and Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen is not slowing down this season already now. I think he has about 8 or 9 goals or so this season, and this is looking good for him. Like, if Victor Osimhen keeps on scoring like this, I don't think Napoli will be stopped. Many people said that it was his injury, you understand, and his absence last season at the AFCON that maybe prevented them from making up the little difference to win the title last season. And this season, looks like he's going nowhere. He's back from injury, back scoring, and Napoli don't look like they're slowing down. Even without the impressive Vicha Kvaratskhelia, Napoli were able to maintain their winning form. So good on them, and let's hope that the performances keep improving. As for Milan were able to defeat Spezia by 2-1. We saw a goal from Olivier Giroud in the final minutes, only for him in the last minutes of the game, only for him to be sent off because he forgot that he was on yellow card. How can you forget that you're in yellow card? But well, good for him. At least he scored. He grabbed the winner for his team. They'll be without him next week. Could be a big miss, but at least Milan are still doing well and they are keeping the chase on Napoli. I think they sit third right now in Serie A. So good for AC Milan. You understand? We saw the son of AC Milan legend Maldini, who is on loan from AC Milan to Spezia, score for Spezia against AC Milan. So that was good for him, good for his confidence. He's a young kid. His dad will be proud of him, and Milan will be impressed that at least their loan talent is performing well while he's on loan, and especially scoring against them. That was good. AS Roma and Jose Mourinho lost by 1-0 to Lazio in the Rome derby. We saw Roma fall to a 1-0 defeat. It was a poor performance by Rome. Jose Mourinho would definitely not be happy. You all know how Jose Mourinho is when his team loses. Definitely not be happy, but let's hope that they can pick themselves up and get back to winning ways next week. And then in the penultimate game of the weekend, we saw Juventus defeat Inter Milan by 2-0. Wow, this is an impressive win for Juventus. I personally did not see this coming. Most people didn't see this coming. Most people had Inter winning, but Juventus were able to grab a vital win for them, to their confidence, to ease the pressure off Massimo Allegri. It's a great win. This is a great Great win for Juventus. You understand? Saw goals from Adrian Rabiot and Fagioli. So this is good. This is good for Juventus. Let's hope that they can keep this up and keep fighting their way and climbing up the Serie A table and get back to where they belong. In the Bundesliga in Germany, we saw Dortmund win by 3-0 against Bochum with 2 goals from the wonder kid Yusufa Moukoko. Wow, there is no stopping this kid, and well, there's no stopping Dortmund either. They keep on winning, they keep on doing well. Jude Bellingham was at his best again as usual. Giovanni Reina came back and he scored, you understand? So good for Dortmund. They are playing well, firing on all cylinders. Let's hope that they can keep this up, and you understand? And who knows, topple Bayern Munich. Finally topple Bayern Munich to win the Bundesliga. As for Bayern Munich, we saw them defeat Hertha Berlin by 3-2 in a very tightly contested game with lots of goals. It was a very exciting game for the neutrals. It was great to see Bayern Munich win, although by 3-2. They considered 2 goals. Their manager will not be happy with that, but at least it was a win on the scoreboard, and they are back on top of the Bundesliga. They are now back on top, back in the front seat, back in control of things in Germany. So let's see how it is with Bayern. We know how Bayern are. Usually when they get in this position, there's no stopping them. So who knows? Let's see how things go. All the best to Bayern Munich. And the biggest result of the weekend came for Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen as it defeated top of the table Union Berlin to send Union Berlin second and send Bayern Munich top. And to also improve their standing in the league, that is for Leverkusen. Wow, this is a great win for Xabi Alonso. He is new on the job. And this is a big win. This is a big win to defeat the top team in Germany, the best team so far in Germany. You understand, by 5-0. That is a wonderful scoreline and impressive. It shows that the players are taking on board what he has to offer, and they keep things. If they keep it up like this, who knows? You understand, Bayern Leverkusen could be the team to crack the code to winning the Bundesliga and steal the title away from Bayern Munich. In France, we saw PSG defeat Lorient by 2-1 to remain top. PSG. Every week, PSG win in France. That should be the story. That's just the way it goes every week with France. You understand? And as things stand, there's no stopping PSG in my view. Mbappe is looking scintillating form. There was no Lionel Messi. You understand? Who Ekitike got a rare start, and you understand, showed himself well. Got a goal. You understand? And didn't get a goal, but understand, contributed well to ensure that PSG were able to win and remain on top. And in big derby of the weekend, we saw Marseille defeat Lyon by 1-0. Wow, what a great game this was. Although it was a 1-0 scoreline, but it was still a good game. And Marseille have done well for themselves, grabbing a 1-0 win. Let's hope that they can keep up performances. You understand? They lost in the middle of the week against Tottenham Hotspur to be knocked out of the Champions League, but they were able to grab themselves a win this weekend, and you understand, they are back in the reckoning. Who knows? They crack the code in France, and finally take the title away from PSG. Let's see how things go. All the best to them. And with that being said, thank you very much for tuning in, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you all next week.
Packaged by iKing